So the product we're talking about is 1928, and it's called 1928 because it celebrates the oldest vintage that's actually in this bottle, which hails from 1928. Quick product facts: this is a rye whiskey base, so it's 60% rye whiskey, it's 30% Calvados, and it's 10% Armagnac. What are we talking about 1928? So there are, I would say, 5 really old vintages in here that compose more than 5% of the blend. That's more than 50 years old. Those are 1928, 1941, 1962, 1973, which won the #1 spirit in the world. And what I'm doing here is combining the background that I have in rye whiskey, having founded Whistle Pig, and combine that with these other spirits categories, namely Calvados and Armagnac, that I purchased after selling Whistle Pig in 2019. So what we have here is a mélange, to use that French word, a blend of 3 different spirits categories, rye, Calvados, and Armagnac. The rye combines very well with the Calvados, that spice of the rye with the Calvados. And the Armagnac gives it a very rich, creamy finish. So the tagline of this, right? So in the 30-second, what's the best way to pitch this, product in a nutshell? Here is, there's another product. Here's an ability to taste time. You can see the Art Deco inspiration for the bottle and the Tiffany blue. The tagline is "Taste 100 years." So you're getting a huge amount of history in the bottle, these old vintages. The average age of this product is about 15 years old. With that, you've got an idea of how of what the product is from a juice in the bottle standpoint, and how to stock this product from a trade perspective, how to sell it, for lack of a better term. I say here that let's say from a trade standpoint, from a bar standpoint, from even a retailer standpoint, the question here is, have you ever tasted something nearly 100 years old? And as I mentioned, 5% of this is over 50 years old, which is, believe it or not, by far the most expensive component in this bottle, which retails for about $70. The way to do it is to highlight that around an old fashioned. I think a great name for the old fashioned is 100-year old fashioned. Ever tasted something nearly 100 years old? Produces that cocktail in a really, really beautiful way, and it gives you a great story to connect with the consumer. The only other product that I'm aware of that has or makes part of its marketing spirits this old is, I think, Louis Trey, and that you can add probably another 0. Almost to, no, 2 zeros actually. What is it, a $4,000 or $5,000 bottle now, that has this kind of age in it. And candidly, what we're trying to do is really steal the show, highlighting the fact that these really old vintages exist in the first place. And that's it. Ask the question, put that front and center. 100-year old fashioned, got a great balance. It's almost like a cocktail in the bottle. And price point to the account is about $50 and sits on the shelf at about 70. So that's it in a nutshell.